Welcome back to Chess with Rahul. Today we are learning a new concept that is chapter 2.1, which is how to make a draw against one pawn. Yes, we learned how to win this position from white side when it's white turn. So we are learning how to make a draw against one pawn. Yes, without any further ado, let's get started. Yes, in this position, as I told you, from white side we have to push our pawn. I think already we saw this. Let me just flip the board. You can see this. So this is how we. This is the same position that we just learned in the last video. So this video we are doing the same thing, but we are making a draw from black side. We are playing as black now. So the first thing you have to do, we could play these two moves. There are two moves for us. This doesn't work because you are getting away from the line of promotion. We should be staying near the line of promotion and don't let the king move front. So main things to be remember is key position, which is very important that we learned in chapter one. So second thing is we don't let your opponent move front from the pawn. The pawn should be always we should keep the pawn and king side by side or back, king back. We should not allow our opponent to move front. That will be devastating losing for us. So we in this position, black could play king to e4 or king to d4. Both are fine. So where to make a progress, white has to push. Moving back will not be doing anything. Okay. King goes here, here. I come back. I can go for any of these three squares. Okay, I could play here. Yes, our opponent takes opposition, but that doesn't matter. We already learned this in chapter two, where taking opposition for white when the pawn is side by side is doesn't useful. Only it's useful on the eighth rank and sixth rank. Will not make mistake in that in the eighth rank and sixth rank. King goes to e5, pawn push. I'll come back. He comes over here. I take opposition. So I can't play something like these moves. I am letting my opponent move front or anything like this, where he will take a horizontal opposition and he'll not let me come to those squares. So if I come here, he will block the path. He will not let me go there. These three squares. So and he will cover the promotion squares and he can win the game. So I can't go there. I have to come back. Any three squares. So after he plays here, I can't go there. I could go here, but I can't even go back. So going back will be resulting again. I'm letting my opponent move front. So I can't do that. So I need to be stay near the pawn. So okay, I took opposition to make a progress. If he goes back, doesn't matter. I just get to the pawn. He comes here. I go here. I stay in the straight line. To be logical, a easy method would be a staying, keeping your king in the central line whenever the kings everywhere, wherever if the king is not side by side with the king pawn, you have to keep your king in this line, in the straight line of the pawn. So whenever he comes to side by side with the pawn, then you have to take opposition. The simple method. It's simple, very simple. You have to keep your king in the line of promotion until king comes to the side by side with the pawn. Whenever the king comes side by side with the pawn, I just take opposition. That's all. Pawn push, king comes here again because the king is not side by side with the pawn, so I have to so I need to be in the line of promotion. So he comes here again. I will be staying in the line of promotion. He comes here. I will be staying line of promotion. Here again. If he comes here now, he's taking it came to side by side with the line of promotion. So now I will take opposition one. He pushes the pawn. I come over here. Again he comes here. I come back. Very key point. So in these positions, if I would have played here, it is not losing because I can continue here and here. Then I can continue the game. But if I do the mistake here of playing here, if I make a mistake of playing here, and I told you simple that whenever the king comes side by side with the pawn, then only we have to play here by taking opposition. Otherwise, we have to stay in this two squares or in this five line of promotion. So now if I play this, I told you there are 2 points to remember. So one is keeping not to let opponent king move front from the pawn, and one more is key position. This is the key position reached on opponent's turn. That is winning for key position reached on our turn in this position, which is winning for white. So I have to sidestep, he pushes the pawn, I have to get out, he gets in, and he secures the promotion. So I can't make a mistake here. So I have to play to king to e8. Very important. I have to stay in these two spots. Doesn't matter where he is playing. Don't care about your opponent. Just play your king to e7 and e8. Whenever he comes to f6 or d6, you have to take opposition. Key position reached on opponent's turn, which is very, very easy to see. Okay, we can see that this is our turn. I mean, this is White's turn. That is a draw because he can't, even if he plays some rubbish move, something like these, stay in the lines. Doesn't matter. He could even play here. If he comes here, and he can't go there, this pawn is gone. If he goes here, up, here, down, here, up, goes there, down, here, opposition. If he comes here, don't go here, trying to take opposition, that's a losing. I'll show you how, but you have to play here. If you play here, then just push promote. Simple. And here you can easily make a draw with this method. So, which is a very, very easy method. Okay, so after learning how to win with one pawn, you have to learn how to make a draw with one pawn, which is very, very important for our further classes or for our further videos, which will be some complicated pawn end games where there will be some shoulderings, where will be there oppositions, outflanking, pawn pushes, pawn sacrifices. There are many, many ways that you need to. There are many, many positions that you need to learn and different forms of oppositions. So stay tuned. So I hope you learned how to make a draw with against one pawn. I think make a practice with this. Play with your friends. Practice this. Without practicing, you are not able to learn. Yes, by looking at this, you think that you learn, but practice once or twice for 2 to 3 days, and you will learn this perfectly. So with that, we'll stop this. I will see you in the next video.